about to mark 30 years since Selena was killed. And now her killer is up for parole.
Yeah, it is not a guarantee it'll be granted. It just means that the process for a possible board hearing has begun for this woman, Yolanda Saldivar. Erica Hernandez spoke with a parole attorney about the likelihood that Selena's killer will be let out of prison.
It's a crime that has never been forgotten, the March 31st, 1995 murder of Tejano superstar Selena. Yolanda Saldivar was later charged, convicted, and sentenced to life in prison. 30 years later, she is now up for parole. The initial review process began back in October, which is 6 months out from the March 30th parole eligibility date. According to the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles, a file is prepared for the review process, and it includes a letter of recommendation for Saldivar, as well as an interview with her. It will also include letters from the victim's family, if any are written.
The victim's letters are very powerful and pretty well, very impactful, especially in the early days of the parole process.
San Antonio parole attorney Marshall Millard explained the process to us and says a 3-member board will look at all aspects of this case, including what Saldivar did while in prison.
They look at a lot of things, their record in prison, as far as what have they done to embrace learning. There's programs available to them. And that's what they want to look for, to see if there's a rehabilitation and someone who will be successful on parole.
So how possible is it for her to be granted parole?
So her first time up for parole, statistically, it's going to be very, very low if there are letters.
According to the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles, a vote will be done on or about March 30th. If granted parole, a release date would be set. If denied, the case could be back up in front of them as early as the following year. Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.